Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hill of Face podcast with the Suplex Siblings. My name is Hoodie Mike, and I got my tag team partner Willy B.
Willy B.
Today. How you feeling, little bro?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How you feeling? What you think?
I'm good. Coming off WrestleMania weekend, where we spent
Busy.
Sunday night together watching night 2 of WrestleMania. Overall, pretty solid show. We're gonna get into it. What was your thoughts about WrestleMania weekend? Did it live up to the hype?
Honestly, it didn't feel like WrestleMania weekend this weekend until probably like close as it came about, but it didn't feel like a WrestleMania weekend. And then all the news and chaos is coming out afterwards about WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, and even looking at Monday, we're gonna talk about it too. The Raw after Mania. Even looking at that, freaking less than 30 minutes of wrestling, even though it was 3 matches.
Yeah, it's for real.
I don't know what's going on right now, but something gotta give. They're playing damage control, Phils.
So today's episode, of course, we're gonna recap WrestleMania 41, and we also going to talk about Raw after Mania. But before I get into that, I gotta throw out some plugs. The podcast, we are now officially on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So go make sure you go and hit that 5-star button. And, put our podcast in your rotation. Also, hit that like and subscribe.
All streaming platforms.
Facts. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We got an Instagram page up, and we got a TikTok page up, and we also got a Discord. You can join, trying to build up a wrestling community as well. So, without further ado, let's get into WrestleMania Night 1.
Neck with us.
So first off, the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso defeat Gunther to become champion. You want to talk about it?
Before we start that, let's just get out the way. Okay, there we go. We called it. Look, I was eating Mania since the beginning. I'll say that. I mean, I still don't know what they're gonna go from with there, but I kind of see we got that. I think they got answered on Monday, the Raw after Mania, which we'll talk about later. But I did not see that match ended away like that.
No, not for sure. My thoughts about it. It was a pretty solid match to open the show. One of the best matches Jey Uso put on. I feel like he really wanted to prove that he can really go. And the ending caught me off guard, choking Gunther out. I think that was a good way to go about it. But first thing first, man, the crowd, I don't know what it was, but the crowd did not seem all that lit.
It was done. Yeah.
Like, I feel like certain crowds, it's like a wrestling crowd. I feel like Vegas is not a wrestling crowd.
Like, that's the way I used to feel about they first used to have their shows in Saudi Arabia and stuff. It seemed like they wasn't even watching the shows. They were just there. Kids were around the crowd. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the Vegas, it's not a wrestling city.
Like, I don't know if it's because it opened the night, but I thought the pop was gonna be way better than what I seen when he choked Gunther out. Maybe that caught people off guard, so it didn't get them a chance to really go crazy. But I don't know. I thought it was gonna be something better than what we saw.
Or maybe they could hardly see.
Yeah. So yeah, Jey Uso's finally champion, man. Can't wait to see what they do. Like, he gonna really have to hold up his end of the bargain. He can't have nobody carry the feud going forward. Like, I feel like Gunther kind of carried the feud going into WrestleMania, so he gonna have to really, show out.
Unless they do go this route that we're thinking right now with, how we saw the potential, like with Sammy.
Yeah,
Sammy can carry the feud too.
Yeah, for sure. But you
I
also
want Sammy to do that if he's winning the title.
Yeah,
let's leave it at that.
You need a champion to at least carries his weight. But next up, we had the New Day defeating the War Raiders to become WWE Tag Team Champion. What's your thoughts about this match?
New Day sucks, but New Day rocks here. They won the titles. I was happy for them. Still one of my favorite tag teams of all time. I'll take it. It sucks that they actually beat the War Raiders. You know, I would prefer if things going into this was opposite, like the War Raiders beat the New Day, because it's a big moment for, I don't want to say a young tag team, but a young tag team, and Raw could use it. Build some new
Yeah,
stars, have them. But they had a Mania match against the New Day, so I guess that counts as something, you know.
I agree with you, but I feel like the New Day. I mean, the War Raiders really only can do so much,
They
but I feel
play
like the
play it
New
there.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like the New Day can take the tag team champions to elevate them even more.
yep.
It was good seeing those guys back on top. Of course, I love heel New Day. The match itself was all right. It was nothing spectacular. But I just hope going forward, WWE Raw end up getting a better tag team like how SmackDown doing. Because right now it seems like it's
Having the
only
teams.
so it's like it's only the New Day and the War Raiders. And, you got American
No,
Made.
not American made.
So, but this match wasn't.
We have to talk about American Alpha because
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah,
But the New Day ring gear was cool. So shout out to that. I like what they came out with. But yeah, I thought we were gonna see Big E. No Big E.
yeah. We was wrong on that end.
Yeah,
Good
for sure.
prediction, but nah, no biggie at all.
Most definitely was wrong about that. Next up, one of the matches that we was really intrigued about, Jade Cargill defeating Naomi. Both ladies look phenomenal. What was your overall thoughts and opinion about this match?
Honestly, I think Jay looks good. I mean, of course, she's a little, she can be a little slow here and there, but I'm not judging because I'm not an athlete. I'm not in the ring, but I feel like it comes to the advice she probably got. Everybody tell her slow it down. You got to slow it down
Yeah.
out there. Take everything in. It's WrestleMania, so I don't blame her for being, taking things a little slow. But I think Jay looked pretty good. And Naomi, she can carry a match regardless. Naomi looked pretty good. I think both ladies look really good. There's a couple spots I'm like, ooh, Naomi look like she probably that bump like it hurt a little bit. I was expecting Jay. I think I was expecting Jay to win. I'm trying to remember. I think
No,
so.
you wanted you said Jay gonna win, but you said you wanted Naomi to win.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so that's the case because I can see where it's going probably from here, but I don't know. But heel Naomi is fucking beast.
Yeah.
So I love it.
But,
And Jay got a big win on the biggest stage of them all. And yeah, what'd you think?
to me, this match was pretty good. Like I said, I agree with you with the pace. You can tell at moments Naomi was carrying the match. You could tell Jay tried to pick it up, but then she went back to the it's a slow pace. But I feel like once she get more reps, more matches under her belt, I feel like she's gonna end up finding her own pace where she can go. But overall, the match was good. I really like the finish that power bomb. She flipped Naomi. That was really
All right
really
to the
dope.
jaded. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was real dope. I kind of thought Naomi hurt her
Oh
back
wow.
right there for a second.
Jay has only wrestled a total of 113 matches. So yeah, she get her reps up.
But really,
Yeah.
in AEW, most of her matches were squash.
Yeah. So
So
they don't really count either.
I feel like the match with Liv and the match with Naomi
That's when we
was,
started to see more of Jade, I'll say.
yeah,
And you notice in those two matches, she sold better. I don't know if you know, like just sometimes, I don't know if you've seen old Jade matches, like her
oh
face is
yeah,
just not in it, but she sold in these two matches. And
oh for
my
sure.
girl coming along. She coming
Yeah,
along.
I,
I
I think
believe in her.
she learned in the WWE way of things. And I think once she get more matches under her belt, she's gonna be good. Like,
Yep.
WWE got a star in Jade Cargill. Of course,
And
Naomi
she's
is a star
athletic.
as well.
Yep.
So I think this match was better than what everybody expected. I like this match. It was better than the first two matches. So this kind of woke me up throughout the night. Uh,
Oh, you saying New Day put you to sleep?
huh?
You saying New Day put you to sleep?
Yeah, that match just didn't do it for me. It was
Mm-hmm.
nothing really caught my attention for that match other than New Day becoming tag team champion.
That was a wake up right there. Like, oh, new tag champs. Oh.
Yeah. Next up, we got the U.S. champion changing hands as Jacob Fatu defeat L.A. Knight. Yeah. Another match where no interference.
Dude.
What's your thoughts? This match was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's expected. It's Jacob 2, okay? And LA Knight can go. I like LA Knight. I'm not gonna hate on him. Well, we got a new U.S. champ,
Yeah.
and it's Jacob 2. Long may he reign. Give him a 600-day reign. Give him a longest reign like Roman, like 1,300 days of the U.S. title. Come on now.
I think it's possible. I don't see nobody really
I
taking
don't
that
see
belt
it.
off him no time
We got
soon.
we got the mid card of SmackDown could be. Well, I mean, if they use them, we got Carmelo, we got Andrade. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The mid Ray Phoenix, like the mid card can
Yeah,
really
Ray
be
Phoenix is
lit
there.
if they book it right.
What you think about the match though?
The match was to me the match was good. I thought we gonna get some interference, maybe Solo cost Jacob Fatu, but nah, Jacob went over clean after
Yeah.
3. What's his finisher called? What do we
The
call it?
moonsaults. I forgot what it's
The moon,
called
yeah,
though. Yeah.
moonsault, 3
I
moonsault
almost said
for the
tsunamis, but we
win.
know that's Braun
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that threw me off guard. I was really shocked.
Jacob. He did it. I saw him on a podcast rather today. I'm like, oh, okay. The man's just. How could you not love him?
Yeah.
He's just natural. He's him.
Yeah, that's why I like him because he's him. He ain't trying to be nobody else. And it's like he just that realness. Like you can tell, like he talk like us. He act like
Mm-hmm.
us, and
Yeah, I
you know,
mean, no.
yeah, like that's something you would hear out on the streets or something. So
I remember the
yeah,
first time I heard the man. Well, not the first time, but when I heard that promo, he was in MLW. He was like, "I'm a dog walk your ass." I'm like, "Damn, this
like,
is the street."
like and you tapped into the indie scene. So I seen a couple of clips, on TikTok until
It won
he
you over.
finally debuted it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
You got
And
something now, right?
now he grew on me. Like I enjoy watching him wrestle. He can go too, man. He can
Yeah.
go. So I don't know who's going to take the belt off him. I can see him holding this
Please don't
belt.
be LA Knight.
I don't think so. If anybody, maybe
Maybe
probably
Solo.
Solo.
I'll take
Yeah,
Solo. I'll
maybe
take the few.
Solo.
Let them exchange the belt a couple of times. I'll take Solo. I'm not gonna lie.
Like the only way I see him dropping it if it's like a triple threat match or a multi-man match where he don't get pinned.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, like you got the Braun Strowman, but this guy right here, he's special.
Yep. Until we eventually get that not Braun Strowman. Until we get that Braun Breaker Jacob match down the line.
Yeah,
Protect them.
that'd
Protect
be
them.
dope. Next up, we got singles action. We got El Grande Americano defeating Ray Phoenix, who replaced Rey Mysterio. This right here shocked me. Like Ray
Lucha.
Phoenix second match in the loss.
Thought he was gonna be protected by like Penta for a little while there, but I can understand. It's WrestleMania. He had a match. I'm pretty sure he was just happy to have a match at Mania.
Yeah,
You saw the video of I think Penta was in the crowd crying.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm like,
seen that.
that's dope. I'm like, what would
But
I react if Mike was at WrestleMania? I'm like,
yeah, I cried too.
yeah,
I be balled out crying. But
right.
I think if you knew El Grande was gonna win, I feel like you should have insert Dragon Lee or somebody. I feel like it was even like you said it was a WrestleMania moment for
But
Ray
what the fans
Phoenix.
want to see, Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano. I mean, Dragon Lee is Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee is actually really a beast, but
Yeah.
I mean, if WWE get the leash off him, of course, but I feel like they had a chance right there for a bigger opportunity with Ray Phoenix, and fans want to see Ray Phoenix.
Yeah. I just hope this don't stunt his
His way they got planned for him, maybe. Yeah.
taking suffering a loss. Like as we gonna get to the Penta, like I don't think he haven't been pinned other than like
Nah, Pence haven't been pinned yet, except for
multi-man
that tag
match.
team match, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just hope this don't really halt what they got planned for him. But
I remember when they first signed, when they was bringing in Ray and Penta, they said the WWE had plans for them, like already planned out. So hopefully, yeah, I don't think it should. We probably slowly get into those plans for them. I don't know if they're gonna team them up as Lucha Bros again, but we'll see, right?
so this pretty much just means that if Rey Mysterio would have wrestled, he was gonna lose his
Just
match.
lose.
So I'm pretty sure they didn't want to change it up. It's a good win for Grande Americano.
Can we leave this shit alone now? Because
I mean,
I need
it's kind of entertaining. He did
I need
some
my
crazy.
killer back. I need Perk Gable back. Come on, man.
He did some dope stuff in that match. That
Yeah, that Thigh 40,
450.
whatever it was. Yeah.
That was beautiful. He really nailed that.
Yeah.
And Ray
Speaking
Phoenix
of
can go too.
speaking of that, I had somebody had posted like, oh, look at 2K. There's like 2K. People do like little suits to like react moves. There's like, oh, they frowning upon this. I had tagged. I was like, Myron Reed can do it because he do a lot of the stuff for like the moves on 2K. Speaking of Myron Reed, shout out to the Young Goat. Killer Goat got the new merch on right quick. So Young Goat, shout out to you. You already know I'm gonna tag you in this.
Yeah, I just got a
There we
simple
go.
DX.
He got DX on. He goated still. He just DX though. But Young Goat, Killer Goat, Killer Kelly. Trying to see
but yeah, man. I feel like back to WrestleMania 41. These three matches really woke me up. The Jay Cargill match, the Jacob 5-2 match, and then this Ray Phoenix match. Kind of woke me up. But then I hit snooze fest once again.
Oh man,
yeah, Tiffany
and
Stratton
it was 20 minutes long. Ooh.
Defeated Charlotte Flair to retain her women's champion. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate this match, but you can tell the chemistry was off. They had a couple of good spots, but the chemistry wasn't clicking with these two. But the right
Wow,
woman
though, because
won.
Charlotte is like, it's not many bad Charlotte Flair matches. I mean, I like Charlotte Flair, but I don't know. I just feel like
I feel like
something was there.
Her coming back from injury. I feel like they could have took things slow.
Yeah.
It looked like she wanted to prove everybody that she can still go. But I feel like they should have like at least put somebody else in this spot because it was
for now probably build Charlotte back up, maybe.
Yeah, make her get her confidence back and stuff like that. But it was okay match, but the chemistry to me just seemed a little bit off. It was some good spots though, and you can tell. Charlotte was really like nailing Tiffany with some of those haymakers, and Tiffany was giving them right back to her.
Stiff shots.
Yeah,
stiff shots in there. Yeah.
Tiffany was giving it right back to her, so she earned my respect right there, man. Because most people will probably even want to go with exchange.
Tiffany wasn't gonna fold now. It's Tiffy time, right?
And we seen Nia Jax, go right back at Charlotte Flair too. So she can't bully everybody. Well, what's your thought about this match?
Like I said, I haven't seen. I mean, I wouldn't say the match was bad at all. I just feel like the chemistry, maybe both. I just don't think it was there. I think people gonna hate on it regardless because it's Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, but I'll say it was a good match. I definitely don't think it was one that like you say, put you to sleep. Nah, it wasn't that. It was a good match. It was 20 minutes long. I think it was longer than it should have been, sort of kind of. But it wasn't Charlotte's best, and I wouldn't say it was Tiffany's best either. Her best probably was like something in NXT. I don't think she had like a really good match that she's been on the main roster either. But
yeah. Tiffany had a couple good matches. Her match with Bianca Belair was pretty good.
Yeah, it had some hot spots, I'll say. But I just say it was probably a sloppy match to watch, I'll say.
Yeah, it's crazy how this match was the most, time before the WrestleMania we had. For the main event, we had that was almost 20 minutes. Ray Phoenix match was only 8 minutes. Jacob 5-2 was 11 minutes. So yeah, it's crazy.
But I wanted Charlotte to win.
Yeah. I think they got the right winner with Tiffany. I feel like it was too soon to take the belt off her.
And you got her a good win, a big win.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, definitely a big win. I'm curious to see if they're gonna run this back or they're gonna go their separate ways. But now, the main event, my favorite match of the night, Seth freaking Rollins, my man's the best wrestler in the company. Matter of fact, the best wrestler on the planet defeat CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Too far.
And we got the swerve. I predicted this. Paul Heyman links up with Seth freaking Rollins. Man, that ending was so beautiful. What's your thoughts about this match, man?
Oh, you slimy slithering. No, let me stop. I love Paul Heyman. I saw it happening too. We did call that the Paul Heyman turn. I think this match was great.
Yeah, real great.
I think it was great. I think the ending was like it's cinema. I feel like it was a perfect like you know how everything is nowadays. The storytelling, just let everything play out. Everything. I think that was the perfect storytelling. I think that was the end of the bloodline, though. I'll say, and because I mean, we got no interferences, of course, with that. I just feel like it played out how it's supposed to play it out, and now, well, I don't want to go into it afterwards because that's the Raw after Mania. But what I'll say is, I think it's Seth Rollins' turn. Roman had his turn. He was on top guy, leading, everything that. I think it's Seth Rollins' turn to see what he do, what new heights he take the company to, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, you know I'm all for it. Seth Rollins been my guy for the longest. I've wanted
Big
him to
ass
win
Shawn
this match
Michaels.
at WrestleMania. I feel like he needed this win, and, to see like it was a lot of good spots. The almost shield power bomb through the announce table was funny as heck. I thought for a second we was going to get that, but Roman
I knew
said,
this was gonna play out. So it was gonna be a whole bunch of Shield references. I just figured that going in, and we saw.
and then Roman powerbomb both guys through the table. Like it was moments where I thought each one of these guys was going to win. But then I seen Paul bring that chair up. I thought he
Biggest
was going
clown.
to link back up with Roman Reigns, but as he was standing behind Roman, I'm like, he gonna
He
low
finna
blow
hit him.
Roman. He gonna low blow Roman.
As soon
And
as he got down on that knee, I'm like,
yeah,
he
man,
brought full heat.
it was just a great ending. I'm kind of mad they didn't give my boy Seth no fucking pyros at the end. Like, I
I
was
mean, it was a
waiting
big,
for
it was a big match, but he ain't win a title.
yeah,
He
but
beat Roman.
still,
He beat Roman Reigns and CM
the
Punk.
winner of WrestleMania. Where's my man Pyro? I'm sitting there watching, like, where the hell is his Pyro? But yeah, man, and the best Rollins is Hill Rollins. I am back on board,
I mean, I
with
feel
this.
like, well, I guess he did kind of turn face with the whole Cody thing last year, so but he was never truly a face. I always
Yeah.
feel like Harlem was just that slithering heel that was just, he was just going by until his opportune moment is just, take back over, and he did
And
it.
it's crazy. It's crazy. He's been telling us for weeks. He was planning this out. And
Yeah,
that's why I make this turn just so perfect, because like he been giving us hints
he's the
weeks after
visionary.
weeks. So yeah, man. Shout out to this match, man. All three of those guys really deliver. I know what's in store for Seth Rollins going forward. I'm really curious to see what's next for Roman Reigns and especially CM Punk.
I think it's gonna be them trying to overcome this new faction that's forming, and I don't see it happening.
Like, do you think
The new
CM Punk going?
evolution.
You think CM Punk will get another crack at being on top, or you think he just gonna be just that main attraction for WWE?
I don't. It depends. I don't know if he wants to. Like, so when he asked for when he came back, he said he wants main event Mania. He main evented Mania. Do he want another title another run with the title? Or I mean, I feel like he probably get another shot. Maybe like, will we see a CM Punk versus Cena? So we seeing Cena versus Orton. So are we gonna see Cena kind of running back with a whole bunch of his foes that he had through his career? Maybe, or some of them at least. Will we see a Punk versus
I think we may
Cena?
see a Cena versus Punk, but I
I mean,
think he
he
may
owe him
get a
back from Elimination Chamber too, because made him pass out.
yeah. I think he may get a couple more cracks at the belt, but I think he may got a better chance of winning a mid card title to really elevate that title. Maybe a heavyweight championship title I can see in his future. But as
I
far
don't
as
see him winning the main title,
I don't see him. Yeah, me either.
especially not now. Because I mean, maybe though, because Cena's gonna carry this. Who else gonna win that besides probably maybe Self?
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how they book CM Punk for the rest of this year.
Yeah,
Switching things over to
night two.
night 2. We got the opening match, the women match. This match we missed the early parts of it because the fucking Wi-Fi was messing up in the garage, so we missed a chunk of this. But Io
Plus
Sky
everything else we
defeat
had
Bianca
going on.
Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain women's champion. But before we finish, night 1, no interference, nothing. It's all wrestling.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's good.
No unnecessary celebrity interference. All the
Yeah.
other stuff. Yeah,
So
which is, I'll take it.
I think that's one good thing I give WrestleMania night 1. It was like straight wrestling, straight storyline, no
So,
interference, none of that.
question though, did the between the two nights, did the energy seem not energy? I'll say, but the vibe of both nights seem different to you?
Well, I feel like night 2 was better energy than night 1.
For the crowd though, but I mean like energy as far as like the wrestling or like presentation.
I feel like night 2 was better. I feel like more matches on night 1 like really came out with the
Like, do you feel like
energy.
night two probably played more into like, I don't know, not fanfare, but like maybe
So
clicks?
like night 1 was like strictly wrestling, and then night
Yeah,
2 was just like the typical WWE where they just
yeah, like the WWE put on a show type,
yeah,
jazz.
like how AEW say like it's for the best wrestler and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They really put on like the matches. They don't really care about the storylines type.
You're right.
I can see that being the difference between night 1 and night 2 because even though the wrestling wasn't all that on night 1, but you can tell they was focused on
It was wrestling though. It was
yeah
wrestling.
they were trying to tell a story through wrestling. And
Mm-hmm.
then night 2, you got the triple threat match with EO. And the rest of these matches, I feel like had storylines too, but it was like something different about it on night 2.
But I mean, everything maybe besides the women's tag match was, built out story. I mean, night one had that. Don't be wrong, Naomi and Jay, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
don't
it
know.
was,
But we can go. We can get to night two. All
definitely
right, I just have to
different
ask you
vibe.
that. See your opinion on that.
But what's your thoughts about this? We've seen the ending towards the end of this match, but it was a great match from when we saw it. Like I said, I predicted, Bianca Belair and Rhea gonna be distracted with each other, and Io gonna slide right in and pick up the W.
Didn't see Bianca eating the pin though.
Yeah, I didn't see
I,
that either.
I thought Rhea
Wow.
would. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I thought.
crazy.
But I think this was my match of the weekend. Shout out to the ladies; they put on a phenomenal show. This is probably my
Yeah,
favorite match. And EO did it.
yeah.
They
And then
doubt her no more.
everybody bring up Ricochet like old tweets of
I
talking
saw
about
that.
Io
Yeah,
Sky.
it was like everybody. She's won the biggest match of her career, and all the fans do it is thinking about me. Something he said like that. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, and
your balls,
somebody
bro.
said that she Japanese and English not her first, language, and she got better mic skills than you.
Hey, we ain't gonna do that though. Ricochet been killing in the AEW. Shout out Ricochet. He's coming into his own. I'll give him that. But yeah, hey, don't doubt EO Mike skills.
Yeah, I haven't watched Ricochet. I be seeing him, talking stuff on Twitter X.
he yeah,
I,
he trolling. He be
he
trolling the fans on
he
Twitter.
always been a good wrestler, but he always been kind of boring to me. But
Understood. That's why he had a mask on his press puma. So, yeah.
but it is what it is, though. But it was a great match to open up night 2, and then follow that with another banger of the Sin City Street Fight. Drew McIntyre defeat Damian
Yeah, I
Priest.
missed this one now. Remember, I was in the house
Yeah,
for this one, but I'm glad this played out how it did because
no, there was a great match, man. These two really, they really took care of business. I thought Damian Priest was going to win because they gave him this big interest, and you always think the people
He
with the
did.
big interest going to be the one that wins. But Drew
I mean,
McIntyre gets a
look at the main
win.
event. That's not the case.
Yeah. So
Cena
most
came out with
definitely
no moves,
deserved this
nothing.
win. So there was a great follow up match for the women's match because it kept the energy high. You just seen this fantastic triple threat match. Now you're getting a street fight with weapons, and I feel like both of those guys really delivered.
Do you think this feud should be done here, or would you like
Yes,
to see more Priest? Oh,
no,
okay.
it should be
I
done.
think they should find something to do for both these fellas and go from there. Honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, I know Priest. They got him in like the main title picture, but I would not mind seeing him go for a different belt. You know?
Who, Priest?
Yeah,
I don't know what's next for him. I don't even know what's next for Drew McIntyre because now
I don't either.
Roman is occupied, CM Punk occupied,
Unless
Seth
they
Rollins
help them.
occupied.
Unless they help them. I can
Okay,
see
yeah,
Drew.
unless he
But why
joins
would
the.
Drew help CM Punk and Roman? You know,
No, he could join Seth Rollins.
he could actually. Oh wow. Yeah,
So, but I don't know what's next for either one of those guys going forward.
I would want to see Priest on another faction. Now. I just know that.
But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see for both of those guys. I'm not really. I'm a big Drew guy. Damian Priest, he's
Love
cool,
Drew.
but
Maybe
next
Drew try to
up,
go. Maybe Drew try to go after Jacob. You know, Jacob drop his
man,
ass.
next up, follow up. So another banger match, the Fatal 4-Way match for the IC champion, Dominic Mysterio, Dirty
Dom,
Dom,
our boy did it.
get his first single championship,
The greatest Mysterio of all time. He did it.
defeating Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta. Penta gear was fire.
You need that mask on.
Fire. He did it
You need that
again,
mask.
man. I like
He got a
Penta.
lot of dope colorways over the years. Yeah, I give him that.
Penta is cold. Like, that's my guy. Like if I have to name the top 5 wrestlers, like my favorite wrestlers right now, he's in that top 5.
Penta? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. We got to okay.
Penta, Seth Rollins, and I got to think about the rest of the 3.
If you think Penta's really cold, you should go back and watch his Lucha Underground matches.
Yeah,
You can be
yeah.
like, you can be like, this is my goat. This is my goat, right?
I
That
told
man, he
myself
was a
I
beast.
will. I gotta go back to the archive and see. But yeah, ever since he debuted, just yeah, man, he's
Presentation, everything's been
yeah.
it's been on point.
Like,
I give
don't get
Penta
me
that.
wrong, Ray Phoenix, he can go, but he don't get that aura Penta got. Like, I don't even talk about wrestlers like that. It just like even he got more aura than Rey Mysterio. When I first seen Rey Mysterio, that's how hooked
You
I
sure
am.
you want to go that route? Because when we came around to Rey Mysterio was that guy.
Okay, let me ease
Remember
off
his
that.
beast with Chavo
Let
and
me ease off
Eddie,
that.
and Rey Mysterio is probably the most over babyface besides like
Yeah,
Cena ever.
he never been here. That's crazy.
I think he was healing like WCW.
Well,
Remember when he
yeah,
was
back then,
we was like
yeah,
the little hoodie all that shit. But
yeah,
other than that, yeah, he's been face, and I haven't
yeah,
seen a heel turn for. I would love to see a heel turn with him now though, but
yeah, for sure. But Penta been my guy though, man. Shout out to Penta.
shout out Penta.
Dominic wins the champion, and man, the
And he
crowd. This,
can't fin.
yeah, this is probably the most lit I seen the crowd the whole weekend. They was more lit for Dominic Mysterio than I felt like they was when Jey Uso won.
I mean, they spent years building Jay, but I feel like they fumbled that a little bit. You know, towards the end there with him, and then the fans kind of. I mean, when you reach a certain success, fans turn on you. So I think that's what Jay's situation was. But Dom, I feel like it was just bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Everyone they hated him. He was a heel. You love to hate, and all of a sudden Dominic won. I was excited too. So shit, I'll take it.
Like yeah, Dominic he won me over. He might be into my top 5 too. Like the work he's been doing as of late has been really great. Like his
We can
character
go. Like
development.
Dominic can wrestle. He
Yeah.
grown into. Yeah, I would love to see Dominic in an indie scene because like it's so many matches. I feel like he can like grow from with that. Like he's right where he needs to be. He's growing there, so I'll take it. Dom could
I,
go.
I feel like it was the mullet that really like changed his whole. Like when he
Now
first
after this jail thing, he's like,
yeah,
yeah.
when he first debuted, it was like he looked a little corny, but now
But
his look he got now,
the
yeah,
short hair, I don't even think he had facial hair then. He's a little chubbier too. Yeah, no.
yeah. But now he got the look, man. He got the look, and it's working, man. So shout
He
out
got
to
the look,
Dominic
the
Mysterio.
tats, everything. He got the yeah.
So is he officially a babyface?
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think so yet.
I
Cause like
think
he's still talking shit. It's dumb. I think maybe I can see him. I mean, cause like Eddie was Eddie was a baby. What Eddie be considered baby? I mean, he had his babyface moments, but he still did heel things. I think that's probably what Dom go next. You know.
I think they should keep him a heel. I don't think they should turn him babyface. I think he's great as being like the little sneaky heel.
And I don't think he can go face because he still with Liv and
Yeah.
Raquel. You know, Liv's not
So
going face no time soon.
so he would have to be the one to boot out Finn Balor from the Judgment Day.
Maybe Finn go face.
Yeah, I think
Or
that would be
Finn
the
needs some
most
type of
likely.
revitalization to his career.
Yeah,
Not to
that
his
need the
career, but
most. No, and then you can have those two going to a feud. Maybe by SummerSlam, if you want, you can bring the Demon out, and that could be where he win the IC champion.
but well, I think maybe he's done with it for now because he lost it. But like, because Braun did get pinned, where you go from here? You think
Well, we seen where Brown went. Well, we're gonna talk
he's
about
just
that a
done with
little
the
bit
IC?
later.
He's just done with the IC title now. You
Yeah,
think?
he got a promotion. That right
Maybe
there was a promotion.
Braun Steiner time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, we had a single match, the shortest match of WrestleMania. Randy Orton with his open challenge. We last episode we did our speculation. I don't think neither one of us said this guy.
We did
We
say
we,
Drew.
we said Joe.
Yeah, I think we said shit, Joe. We
Oh.
was naming a bunch of names, but I think we named Joe as one of them. I think so. We have to go back and look.
But yeah, Joe
But
Hendry answered the call. The TNA
say
World
his name, and
Champion.
he appears. Do you think? I mean, you know, people had their discourse about this all week ever since it happened. Do you feel like he got buried in this? You saw Bully arguing his points. I hate it.
Kinda in a way because how short it was, and he's the champion from another promotion to come in. I would at least been cool if it was like a 10-minute match, but the way how it was felt like it was so quick, then I'll probably say yeah. But then you still gave TNA a big light at the biggest stage of them all at WrestleMania. Like you got a
Like when
hundred
people are like, oh,
thousand
you made the
people.
champion look like a geek.
But I mean, if you look at Joe Hendry, he kind of do like a geek. But he's we know he can wrestle, but he don't have a look. He don't have that look to be a world champion in WWE, but he can in TNA. But I feel like with 100,000 people watching, people will probably like, who is this Joe Hendry guy? Let me go look and check out TNA. So it was it was still a win for them too.
Hopefully TNA got some more subs off of it, you know?
Yeah, so it was a win for them too. I would have loved to see a longer match.
Definitely would have too. But I mean, I can understand though, you know, short notice probably thing. Joe
Yeah.
showed up. Pretty sure it was Vegas. I'm pretty sure Joe probably had a couple of other matches because Joe still does indie matches, I believe, as well. Plus, he had TNA shows. So, yeah, understood.
So yeah, moving on. Logan Paul get his WrestleMania win, defeating AJ Styles.
Surprisingly, well, you could see this match was the second lowest rated match of that night.
Yeah, I can say that's pretty solid.
I think so too. That's why I'm
We
like,
we even seen a Karrion Cross appearance, trying to give him some brass knuckles. AJ said nope.
did you see Arian's promo
Yeah,
afterwards though?
I wonder if that was a shoot or was it for real?
What it was, but give him
Because
give him a title. Give
Scarlet
soon.
Face was made it seem like it was like legit.
You saw her tweet afterwards. She said, "That's my man. I'm stick beside him." You know, so
Yeah.
look,
But I felt if everything he said was true, I felt him because
I did
this is
too.
a guy to me. I said it plenty of times. Like Karrion Cross is boring to me. But then as of late, he started to really,
You starting to see
catch.
all the stuff he talk about and everything
Yeah,
just
it
starting to piece together. You're like,
starting to
damn,
make
this dude.
sense. He's like, okay, he really doing something. He getting it's intriguing now. So for you not for you him to finally get the fan attention and you take the rug from up underneath him, I would be mad too.
Yeah.
Like you
You got him in the
seen in the
truck
battle
with a
royal when he got
silver tie.
eliminated, they was pissed.
Yeah.
So I
So when
completely agree
these
with
when
him.
do these people that you see the fans love, when do you give them their moment, you know?
Yeah, like when
For
things
fucking
aren't
Logan
cooking for
Paul.
wrestlers, when things are cooking for wrestlers, I feel like that's the time where you should invest in them because you never know. They could be the next Yeet Jey Uso. They could be the next Yes Movement. Like,
Yeah, I guess for that to happen, they gotta be from certain families and stuff.
yeah,
So
but yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully, Karrion Cross, get a run. Because like I said, I've been intrigued by what he's been doing lately.
And the guy can wrestle. I'll give him
Yeah,
that. He can wrestle.
yeah, he most definitely can. Next up,
But
we
Logan,
have women
no,
tag team.
wait. What do you think about the Logan and AJ though?
Oh, it was a good match. I, I'm just curious
I'm
to see.
surprised it went as long as it did though.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna see a heel AJ. I'm curious to see what we're gonna see from AJ Styles next because he pretty much did everything in WWE.
I know what we need to see from AJ Styles next, but I'm not gonna say it. I said it last. He need to come to the dub. He need to come to the dub.
Nah, he needs to stay right where he at.
AJ, AEW, you all elite.
But question, you think in the next 3 years, you think Logan Paul wins one of the big champions?
I think this goes with Karrion Cross. Or you see John Cena been talking about it as well. He's like, next you know, y'all have a champ like Logan Paul. Why? I mean, I understand Logan's probably like popular or whatever, like, or but why? The guy, maybe they say he earned it or whatever, but you have these celebrities coming in and doing certain things. It's cool. It's good for like a couple of matches here and there, but after a while, it overstays the welcome. And I ain't gonna say he's still in the spot for anybody because he probably is. Yeah, Logan does do his thing, but if
So
Logan Paul is a world champ, think about all the people who put in their blood, sweat, and tears all these years. They never got a world champ opportunity. Hell, my man's Chad Gable haven't even got a damn singles title yet.
you still like you haven't fully embraced him as a full-time WWE
I don't
superstar.
think it's that Logan, because Logan, I mean, he's a WWE superstar, so yeah, give him that. But I don't think it's that. I think I don't know. It's not me. I think it's more so a lot of wrestlers might feel a certain way about it.
I mean, I can get it, but for me, I I couldn't stand either one of them. Like, and then like when he first came in, it's kind of like the Ronda situation. Like, I didn't think he was gonna care about WWE, but then you start to see him pick
He
up,
treated it different. He worked at
yeah.
his craft. Yeah,
So you kind of see him pick up things. My skills was good. He's
but he's
starting to,
still the same character he was when he came in. Like, what dimensions do you gonna add to him
yeah.
from here and there? We'll see. What if he joins the Seth Rollins faction?
I wouldn't want to see that. So he kind of won me over more than like a Ronda Rousey. So I don't think I'd be as upset if you were to win the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion. I think I would be intrigued to see what he would do with that belt more so. But I still do get your point where other people like a Sami Zayn I can see being extremely pissed
Sami
off.
Zayn, yes, another one. Who
Yeah,
like where's his world title shot? Or maybe that's
yes,
coming soon. We don't know
for
because
sure. We've
a lot of
been
people who won the
waiting.
Intercontinental belt recently, they've been in that picture. So
Yeah.
we'll
So I
see.
can I
Maybe
can understand
like I
your
think
reasoning.
fans are warranted to be angry, but I think wrestlers are more warranted to be angry, and I think we'll have that small sector, not small sector, we'll have that sector of them who's going to be pissed. But you have like your big names who are also probably gonna be maybe they're backing Logan like, hey, he earned this, So I don't know.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not in the industry.
So anything else you want to add on to this match, or you want to move on to the women's tag team match?
We can move on to the women's tag team match because I mean the match was a match. It was all right. I do want to see what's next for AJ, but I'm more intrigued about Carrion from this match than I am anything. And we already know what's going to be next for Logan. Logan's going to get another pay-per-view match
Yeah, for
about some
sure.
feud that people probably don't care about.
So next up, we got Lyra Valkyria, mystery partner Becky Lynch. They both win the women's championship, defeating Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. Me, I did not like this at all because it was
It didn't make
basically
any
a
sense,
moment.
especially
Nah, it didn't.
And
Just
then you see, I don't know if you saw the interview, Bailey's interview, like
yeah, I seen a
how many
couple
times
clips
you can do
about
this
it.
to the girl,
Yeah,
She seemed kind
yeah.
of sad about it.
This could have waited till Raw after Mania. I get it, yeah, Becky Lynch, big star, but everything you did with the storyline, you just rushed it. You just rushed this heel turn.
Yeah.
Like the moment she became her partner, I knew it was a heel turn coming.
No, I knew. I just figured as well. Maybe
And
this
that
is
and
Lyra's big match for her and kind of maybe. I'm pretty sure they can probably put that IC belt on Becky.
yeah, for sure.
She
And
probably could be the first one to win all the women's titles in the WWE.
and you took a moment away from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who been doing some great things with the tag team belts.
They earned
Just
that. She earned that.
yeah.
Liv Morgan carried last. She earned that win at Mania. They should have won that.
So meantime, I love seeing Becky Lynch. This one, I just certain things you just not
I was done
always
with
not
her
gonna be
when
on
Liv beat
board.
her. When Liv sent her into retirement, I was done with her.
Yeah, so I didn't feel this, like you said, because a lot of people got screwed. Bailey got screwed out of a WrestleMania match. Liv
Liv and
Morgan,
Raquel got screwed over a
yeah,
moment, I'll say.
and then Lyra gets screwed too because she going up against one of the most popular wrestlers in WWE. So everybody just getting screwed.
And then you kind of, I gotta say, you screwed Becky as well. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Becky probably doesn't care about what everybody say. But you always got them weirdos on Twitter, or what they call them, the sickos on Twitter who come out, Becky Hogan, Becky Hogan.
Yeah,
Especially if she beats Lyra, I feel like that's gonna, people gonna really be pissed about that. But
you
then
see a
again,
lot
who
of that on
listens?
Twitter.
Who listens to Twitter?
Yeah. So finally, we got
The
the
worst
main
main event.
event. John Cena defeat Cody Rhodes to win number 17.
Good moment. Good.
I think the moment was good, but I was kind of disappointed because for the last two Manias, I've been like WWE been really getting us with these these crazy ass ending, and I was expecting something huge, but all we got was 110-pound Travis Scott. So that really kind of like left a bad
I'm
taste in my
tired of hearing
mouth.
Fiend. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
but overall, and then they made Cody like a fool too because you had to match one, and you choose not to hit him with the belt. So
I feel like they probably build on that because it could be somewhere down the line where Cody actually hits him with the belt and then actually wins it. I think that's where they're gonna go with this. And we probably see heel Cody from that. I'm pretty sure we most likely will. Because think about the thing with Kevin Owens. Remember, he didn't do it at first, and then he said skip it. He actually hit him. What he do? He think he did a crossroad on a chair or something like that. He did.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be a part of Cody's story going forward. But they did make Cody seem, I don't know. I feel like Cody probably should have won. I don't think maybe it was too early for Cena to win this reign, but who knows what they're
Yeah.
cooking right now.
Once I found out, 'cause I didn't know it was gonna be his last WrestleMania. So once they
I
said
think
on
he just said.
the announce table, I like he might win this match if it's gonna be his last WrestleMania. He's gonna win this match.
I think he said December. He's done.
Yeah. So, but yeah, John Cena, wins number 17. He ended off WrestleMania. The match was pretty solid. I'm not expecting a fast star match from John Cena at this part of his career. But I have been giving this heel turn more, because at first I was like, "What are we doing?" But now I get it. I get what he's doing with the fans. He really trying to destroy wrestling, and I get the whole concept of what he trying to do.
Similar to another story.
But that pop was crazy though. He
Yeah, but another certain person is destroying wrestling, depriving fans. Another promotion right now. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm just saying it
who?
sounds that's John Moxley's whole thing right now. He's
Mm,
deprived. You haven't seen the AEW belt in months because he's carrying around in a briefcase. He's depriving
briefcase.
the fans. Yeah, you get it. So you kind of see it. Like, come on now, come
Yeah.
on now. And then the whole angle, we're gonna talk about WrestleMania, I know, but the whole angle, like with that, we kind of saw that recently with FTR, and then he got saved by the commentary. I'm just saying, I mean, but hey, they both do this crap, so we know that already.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm pretty sure they both watch each other and
I
get
know
little
they do,
ideas and stuff.
especially writers. Writers got to.
Yeah, and say, "Hey, I could probably do it better than them." But you can tell back to the John Cena match. You could tell at the end he wanted to celebrate.
You
He was cracking a
saw it on his
smile.
face. He was like,
Yeah,
he got hella
like
pyro that Seth
yeah,
didn't get.
yeah, most definitely did. It's
And
crazy. It's
then he got
crazy.
even more the next night.
So, so how do you feel about No Rock? Was you?
um, I mean, I did feel like I wanted The Rock to come. We was both sitting there like, oh, no Rock, nothing. All we got was Travis Scott, and but I kind of figured when I saw the little thing, there's like, oh, he's in Hawaii or whatever he was at, and now look at him. He's on what Pat McAfee show playing Damage
Mm-hmm.
Control. I guess TKO is like, oh, they're hammering us right now. All the stuff that's going on because like he shows up. I think it happened last year. Well, something happened recently with him. Like he'll show up, he'll build a story
And
or
they'll
something
just
like that,
leave.
and then just leave, and then the story goes nowhere afterwards. It's like dead in the water. But then I also found, also they say that that's just them like calling him like, hey, we need to sell this. We need you to come up with this. He comes, he do it, and then they suspect something from it from there. But he did his part already. He
Yeah,
sold
I
it.
feel like if follow on
Like they said,
both.
Elimination Chamber wasn't selling, and here come The Rock. He made that whole angle with Cody, and those tickets sold. People was know The Rock was gonna be there.
Yeah. So I feel like it's part of both of them trying to get the tickets up, and then him, you know, coming out with a story, and then really leaving like a cliffhanger, and we never really finished like.
For that, yeah.
So like just like with him and Roman, we don't even know that story haven't finished up. His
We
story,
never The Rock versus Cody never finished. We like it's so many dead ends with that, and I don't think we actually gonna ever get it.
and I think sometimes he just come back just to get that little pop, and because people gonna always show out for the Rock,
Yeah, it's
it is what it is. But yeah, another thing, Stone Cold Steve Austin do not drink and drive. Shout out to Stone Cold.
like that's another thing. I wanted him to pop up in it, but when he came out before, I'm like, oh, we not
Yeah,
gonna get it.
yeah. Once
Because
he came out,
he's right there. He's there. Come on. But yeah,
once
don't.
he came
Man,
out,
I
I
want to see
said,
Cody.
"Yep." When he came
Nothing.
out, I said, "Yep, we're not gonna see him. He not showing up because why waste a pop before the match?" So
Mm-hmm.
I just knew he wasn't coming.
He was right there. And all we
Yeah.
needed was him, The Rock, whoever else pop up in that, some big cinema finish for the match. But I guess they didn't need it. They just had Travis Scott.
Yeah, so that was WrestleMania 41. It was a solid show, some good matches. Uh, but
What's your rating on it? Curious.
I'd probably say 7 out of 10. Wasn't
Okay.
like 40 or 39.
I'd
What
say
about
6
you?
point. I'll play about a 6.75 out of 10. About the same. It
Yeah,
had its high
listen.
spots, but I'd say it was overshadowed by a lot of the lows.
Yeah, I feel like
And
the
this
triple
time
threat
around,
match.
it wasn't the wrestling.
Yeah, it was a build up.
Build up,
For
and I
sure.
say
The crowd.
yeah, crowd always plays a factor. So I think it was a build up and the delivery.
Yeah,
But the wrestling, yeah,
wrestling was good.
That's what's fine.
Yeah. So next, let's talk about Raw after Mania.
The 3 matches.
Yeah. First up, we're gonna talk about the Legend Killer himself. He called next for that WWE
See
Championship.
that one coming?
I didn't see that. I did not see that coming. But then again, Backlash is in St. Louis, his hometown.
We kind of, that's what I think we said that last episode, didn't we? We called it like, oh yeah, he advertised for St. Louis' hometown.
Yeah.
Do you see him winning 15?
Not this early, but I do see him.
I mean, but it's Cena though. It's a part time. Well, I can say part time, but we only got so many Cena days left. Do you think he probably dethroned Cena? Right? Quick?
I don't think so. But the storyline is there. That's another guy who chasing 17. He's 3 away.
Because it's pretty sure it's there. He dethroned Cena, healed Cody. I don't think we see Cody to SummerSlam. I think we see that reverse.
Yeah,
we don't see Cody to SummerSlam.
I don't see Cena. I don't see Cena dropping the belt to Randy Orton this quick at Backlash.
Another thing with we're gonna talk about this. We'll get some minute, but I don't see. You know how The Rock kind of like started that, like, they think we all thought he was gonna start like a faction with Cena and stuff like that. I don't think it's happening now, and I think that's why the pivot was to Roman. To Seth and Braun Breaker. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna see. I'll be shocked if we see The Rock and Cena together in the future. I just feel like just seeing The Rock talk with Pat McAfee, he kind of don't want to lead the fans wanting more after a huge disappointment at WrestleMania 41. So I don't think we see them again. Next up, man, we're gonna talk about we got new Raw Women's Tag Team Champions again. We just talked about before Liv and Raquel defeat Becky Lynch and Lyra, and then afterwards,
this match was better. This match was better than the Mania match, I'll say.
It most definitely was. Then we seen the heel turn out. Like I said, we all seen come. It felt kind of rushed.
It just felt off, and then you saw how Becky was just yelling it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was hitting it all at first. Lyra was just on the ground, like, why are you? But then, at first I'm like, I wasn't feeling it, but then when she started hitting her with she hit her like 3-man handle slams, I think it was like, okay, something. I can see it.
I feel like it should just went straight to just ass whooping. The talking just kind of threw it off because like, what the hell are you saying to her?
She
was like,
demoted.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. Now the Judgment Day back got gold with Women's Tag Team Champion and of course Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Next up, we got a return. Rusev is back, which I was kind of weird that he attacked the tag team.
That's what I was thinking. Like, where are we going with this?
Yeah. New song, new look.
Terrible song. Death Rebel strikes again. It was terrible.
It took me a while to know who the hell was this until the little video template came on the screen and said Rusev.
Yeah. He got a good pop though. He got a nice pop.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what he fit in on the roster.
Not the tag picture, right? Who's gonna be his partner?
I don't know. But it was
good. I guess they just saw a chance for him to squash Otis and
which I think that may be his first feuding with Otis before they figure out what they want to do with him.
I can see it. Otis is a good match.
I can understand why you got two big guys going after it, and you can have him beat up on Cesaro. So I can see. the direction they want to go to with this.
I mean, but the Rusev needs, like, I could say a squash match, but the Rusev, I mean, yeah, I guess that could be like a little feud with him until maybe to like a Bronson Reed or someone else come back for him. But
Yeah,
yeah, I can
just
see
like
it.
just like a filler, just to get him going, get a
Mm-hmm.
couple wins on his belt before they figure out what they want to give him in a title picture or who his next feud going to be.
Right.
So I understand.
As long as he don't go near Dom, leave my
Yeah, stay
Intercontinental
away from
Champion
Dom.
alone. Yeah, leave Dom alone.
Next, man, we seen some NXT. I don't know if it was call ups, but we seen Io Sky versus Stephanie Vakir.
I doubt it was a call up. Current champ, right?
Now I'm talking about afterwards when we seen Julia
Oh,
and
we're talking
Roxanne
about Julia.
Perez.
I don't know. I feel like they in limbo or standstill. I don't know. Want to see her come up? But maybe she wrestled it. I mean, maybe she is now because she did wrestle NXT the next night, and maybe she's finally done. Hopefully,
I I think they won't. I think they want Stephanie on the main roster, and I think they want Julia on the main roster are like right now. But it's
maybe I think
so
Steph chose to go to NXT. Yeah,
yeah,
so they probably do.
it's so stacked. Like you seen Rhea come out. Like man, they got a lot of great women wrestlers.
Give them
But
that. They definitely is deep.
that match was hidden. That match was really hidden before
It's EO. Like, come on, and
Yeah,
Stephanie. I love Stephanie Ricker. She can go. We know that, but we know EO can go as well. I want to see that. I want to see that at a Mania. One of these. Maybe we would soon eventually. I know we
yeah.
would. They're both young. EO's definitely still young. We'll see
Now I'm
that.
curious to see what they're gonna do with Julie because like why would Julia appear at Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
Like
I wonder if she's done with her NXT stint because I mean she held the title. She did her thing.
because I don't think she was. I don't. I think like you said, Stephanie chose to go with her, but I don't think she was a long term, you know, fit for NXT. I feel like
Right.
they
I don't
put her
think
there
Jordan
just
will
to
be either.
introduce us. Yeah, I don't think Jordan either. Oh yeah, I don't think so
I
either.
think those three. I mean, the only one I can see is probably staying out longer is Delta. Well, not Delta. Who was Delta? Zaria. She's gonna be there
Zaria.
probably a little while
Yeah,
longer. Yeah.
yeah.
They
She gonna go.
story
I
for her
think she's
there.
gonna go in the program with So
But other than that, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I know we probably would see the rest of the ladies, the other three we named, on the main roster soon. It's just a matter of fact, just a matter of when.
I feel like we gotta wait till next Monday. We probably get more of a a vision of what they're gonna do with these ladies.
Yeah.
So
Or
I
maybe
feel
it
like
was just another one. No, one time, not a one time
yeah,
thing, but
they're
just
trying to
happened.
get some pops and stuff like that. So we
I
gotta
think
wait
they
till
probably
next
did
week.
that to build up NXT show for the next day, and
Yeah,
we didn't
for
get no
sure.
further build off of that. So
So next up, we got the Jey Uso celebration. We seen Sami Zayn come out. We seen Big Jim come out. Celebrate the big win for Jey Uso. The crowd was a bit better. But man, Jey Uso, he be eating himself so damn tight he can't really get through these damn promos. And so I
the way he delivered his promos, so I'm gonna
yeah.
go to WrestleMania. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna party afterward. Like, come on, why all these
Yeah.
pauses? Like, give a crowd a chance to eat breakfast.
But I think he just be so damn tired after, just
I don't know with the
eating.
glasses on. I think my man's be zooted.
Could
I think
could
my man's be
be.
zooted with Pat before his matches or
Could
whatever.
be.
That's probably
But
what
you
it
cannot
is.
tell me you did not think a heel turn was coming for Sami Zayn.
Yes, I thought so too. He
Like,
was looking, the whole crowd like, no! Sammy was looking at him like,
cause it was dragged. I was like, okay, something gonna happen. I was like, is it either gonna be with Sami or Jimmy Uso? But then I was like, okay, they walk in. Then they finally got to the ramp. I'm like, all right, something's gonna happen, and nothing
they built
happened.
that whole segment out for a while. But I think we gonna see the build off of that soon though. Heel Sammy, I mean, Sammy is a good heel. You know that. So I wouldn't want Sammy to win his first title as a heel. So that's all I think.
But I do think Sammy get a crack at the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I think he does too, but I don't think he wins. I think Sammy's first title is gonna be as a face.
I think we could see this really gonna be intriguing to see can Jay Uso really carry this championship, because I think if he don't, this could be a really short reign.
I think Seth takes this offering probably in a couple of months.
You think
So less
so?
than that, yeah. Seth probably takes it. I mean, I don't see Seth feuding with Cena anytime soon. I think they're gonna keep that separate for a little while. Cena probably just gonna have the title, barely show up. Seth can go back to probably being a workhorse until Brian Breaker take it off of him.
Yeah. But I think whoever is Jay Uso first feud really gonna be telling of if this
How he can
championship
carry.
run
Yeah.
gonna go. So I'm really curious to see who they put in his way first up. But now let's talk
Who
about
is it he can face?
I said before, you got a return of Bronson Reed,
I think Bronson probably as well.
Drew McIntyre.
Didn't they have something like kind of going with the twin? No, that was him and Seth beforehand. No, he did kind of have because he was like the match.
Who, Jay and Bronson Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a part of the War Game match.
Yeah, so
That's how
okay,
he got hurt
that a little bit. Yep, I remember that.
So then we got the closeout show, man. We finally seen Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman make an entrance. Before he can get his words out, CM Punk music hit. We got a brawl. Huh?
We skipped.
Who we skip?
The title match.
Oh yeah, we did skip the IC title match. Okay. Penta versus Dominic Mysterio in his rematch. We seen the return of JD McDonough.
Skip because the young man took an L. That's why. Come on.
Yeah.
Big Hand JD.
But yeah, it was a solid match. I was kind of mad he didn't wear the green attire like he did at WrestleMania, but it's cool. It is what it is.
He wore it already. He didn't want to. He didn't want to repeat. He got tired for days. It was just a big one time. Big attire thing. He didn't want people to call him dirty, but he wants.
But JD back and forth with the Judgment Day. I'm curious. I feel like the Judgment Day got to take another turn, like either add another member, because Carlito hasn't been doing it for me. JD kind of been
probably the run has been.
Yeah. JD's kind of been like the little crash test dummy. Then Finn is like he's on his way out. So they got to shake some things up in that group.
They kept doing a build up with Karrion. I thought he was going to join it, but
he'll be a nice member in the group. They need something.
But he needs to be the leader of the group.
Yeah. They need something before because I'm surprised it's still
or
got life to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dominic and Liv is really keeping it hot.
Plus Judgment Day merch sales.
Yeah. So I feel like just keep Dominic, Liv, and ReCap. Those three is really what's keeping it afloat.
Yep.
So now we got
maybe get a big man and team up and be Don's protector.
So what was your thought about the closeout moment? Seth Rollins teaming up with Braun Breaker.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't either.
I did not see it coming. But I know one thing I knew, Roman was taking forever on that spear, and I'm like, my man's ran forward and he got popped. I'm like, ooh, and it was.
But it's the one person who
I thought it was Goldberg at first.
I would have turned off my damn TV. I instantly would have turned off my TV. But if there's one person who I always feel like a Paul Heyman guy was, it is Braun Breaker.
He can use him too. He can use him.
Yeah, and now you got a guy like Seth Rollins behind him. I think this is gonna be interesting, and I hope they don't. I hope they go all in, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Because the start of Evolution 2.0.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad. Give me Austin Theory in that group.
I can see Theory though. Honestly, he needs to get away from Grayson Waller. I can see Theory, and Theory can go. I love Theory. Who else though? Or maybe you could just
Maybe
do
a
those three.
Drew. Nah, Drew. Nah, you don't need
I
Drew.
don't think Drew needs it. He doesn't even.
I
You don't
probably
like
add
anybody.
I probably add a tag team in there too.
That's what I was thinking at first. I was like, but who would you do as a tag?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking maybe bring up Fraxium, but I'm like, nah, I don't see that.
I don't know who I'll put as a tag team. So they would be
Maybe
heel.
bring
I
up an
don't know.
NXT star to join in. You could build them off from there. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we could probably figure out a way. But I feel like this all lead to Seth Rollins versus Brian Breaker some way down the line. That's gonna be the
Yeah, or
next.
some event,
Yeah.
something.
But like I was finna say, I
Maybe
just hope
Breaker
they.
win Royal Rumble next year and pick Seth. Yeah.
And yeah, that could be it. I just hope they go all in with Seth Rollins and not trying to, cater to Roman Reigns and trying to, make him look strong. Like you said earlier, it's Seth Rollins' time to see what he can do. We haven't seen Seth Rollins be in his
Pretty sure
limelight.
Roman got all his PTO picked out for the year already. We're
Yeah,
not going to see Roman a lot
and
this
we
year.
and we know he can carry the company because he did it before Roman became, who he is now. It was Seth Rollins. I think I can't. You went out. I ain't hear you.
I wouldn't say carried. It was a ring.
Oh.
Those were the struggle days. We had the authority instead.
But now we may see Roman Reigns and CM Punk actually tag up.
What? For it? You saw how they looked at each other afterwards? It's like,
Yeah.
let's be. Yeah.
Nah, I'm for it. I just like I said, I just hope they don't try to they don't try to make stuff back and forth. 1 week he looks strong, 1 week he look weak. Like just stick to it. Like because this the guy that's gonna be
Yeah,
here
losing
every week.
exchange with these two. He can. I want to see what he go with after these two. To be honest, that's kind of what I'm more hoping for. Also, you notice how the OG bloodline was there that night, and no one
Yeah,
helped Roman.
yeah,
They
that's
was they
true.
was just they was just eating and celebrating right before this
Yeah.
segment, right?
And then Roman even come out to congratulate Jey Uso.
He didn't. Mm. Selfish,
So yeah,
selfish, selfish.
I'm
Roman
curious
never
to see.
changed.
I'm curious to see where this go. I'm curious to see if they're gonna add another member to this group. I think they should. So we have to wait and
Say,
see.
who?
So any other thoughts and opinion about Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania?
Where's the grabs? That's it. Like, damn, what was the grabs? I mean, I understand they're like, oh, people probably all wrestled out because of Mania, so many matches and stuff. I don't care. It's Monday Night Raw. I want to see some more wrestling. Come on now. It was just 3 matches. That's it.
Yeah, and then most of them was like the tag team match and the IC match was no the which
EO,
match I'm talking
EO
about?
and
Yeah, EO
Stephanie,
was interference, and then
and
the
then
IC
Dom
match
match
interference.
interference.
So
Yeah,
really wasn't full match, but so yeah, I agree with that. It should have been more wrestling.
I think we just got whoever was there that night. They just made a
Yeah.
car out of it. Yeah.
But now, yeah, we on the road to Money in the Bank. New season. See how things go.
Julio. Well, it's too early to probably talk about the
Yeah.
MITP. Yeah, we got to talk about that
So, any last word before you wrap up?
a little bit. I think from last Mania to this Mania, it kind of started off hot and like the beginning of Cody Reign. We kind of like, I feel like we stumped. Not to say we stumped. We kind of limped into this WrestleMania. But I'm excited to see where everything goes now. With Cena as champ, we got 17. We got this new faction format. I want to see what the hell this turned out to. We got Paul Heyman leading that in. Not to say leading that faction, but he's there. He's advocate for this new faction. We got Dirty Dominic Mysterio as a champ. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I feel like it's a lot of fresh stories you can go, which is good after a dud of a WrestleMania. Like you said,
Yep.
we got Dominic, the new IC champion. We got to see
And
what
we got Finn lingering with him. We got a lot of things lingering.
we got Jey Uso. We want to see what he can do now that he's the world heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins and Brown Breaker is like a interesting tag team.
You know who I could see P&J's, now that you say it, first feud, Drew McIntyre.
Good.
Yeah.
And we even got a TLC match for the
Ludwig.
SmackDown Tag Team Champion. So yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a breath of fresh air going forward.
Yep.
And it's all up to Papa H to deliver some good stuff.
No pressure,
So,
right, Triple H? You got this.
yeah, so that's it for you, this episode. Make sure you guys hit us up on all platforms. Man, till next time, guys,
at
man.
Suplex Siblings, Suplex_Siblings, new Twitter, new Instagram, new TikTok, everything. Come chat with us, hit us up, engage with the content.
All the links will be in the bio, so make sure you guys go and tune in. Till next time, from the Suplex Siblings, I'm Hoodie Mike and my
Willy
tag
B.
team partner, Willie B. Till next time. Yeet.